You said Meta can't tell if your product sold on Amazon, and that's killing ROAS. What's the single blind spot DTC brands hit the moment they send traffic to Amazon?
The holy grail of marketing. I want to be able to send traffic from other channels to Amazon. And how do you do that? I've seen countless videos and conversations about this. The reality is, Amazon was not sharing conversion data with other platforms. There is an Amazon attribution API now that you can tap into. And the problem previously was that all that traffic, if you were trying to send traffic off Amazon traffic from Meta or from Google to Amazon, it would just kill your ROAS. And it would basically be sending a lot of junk traffic because the engines at Meta, without conversion data, they can't optimize. They can't, all the algorithms, they need conversion data. They need some sort of value that says, out of the 100 customers I just showed your ad to, this one is worth more than the others. Meaning I can find more people like these that convert and continue to show your ad to them. And these people are not converting, stop sending them ads. In a world where we deal with click fraud and all sorts of things, cheap traffic is not the answer to growing a business on Amazon. And it's very difficult, and it was very difficult to be able to do that and have a positive ROAS.
Okay, and Meta and Google can see the click, but not the sale. Why
Sure.
does Amazon block those signals?
Well, for years, Amazon is considered like the walled garden, right? It's considered its own infrastructure. They contain all the customer data. They house all of the information about those customers, right? It's this love-hate relationship that e-commerce brands have with Amazon. That's where shoppers shop, right? Amazon has made it seamless for people to shop through their mobile app on the website because of Prime and the deliverability aspects. It opens up a deeper conversation about, should I market to people on my own and create a D2C brand on a Shopify store? Or should I be using Amazon's data and using their advertising tools to keep my customers and my information there? There's a great effect. TikTok has entered the space as well. And there's lots of conversation about the net effect of people talking about your product, influencers talking about your product on TikTok or other social media channels, and then going to Amazon to purchase. But that's not ad buying. That's not attributable like ad dollars in, dollars out. If I want to spend $10,000 a month on Meta to drive traffic to my Amazon product, you would basically be flying blind without being able to drive conversion data back. And Amazon always has wanted to keep that data private to themselves. Again, there is accessibility now to the Amazon Attribution API, which opens up that world. Amazon's goal is to keep all of that information proprietary because they want you to spend your brand's dollars on Amazon's advertising platforms, right? Amazon offers pay-per-click, sponsored videos, sponsored brands. There's the DSP. They want their ad dollars there, but I think they're seeing that the world is bigger than them. They need people outside to be able to send traffic, and they've got to find better ways to partner. There's ads running on TikTok right now from Amazon saying, oh, if you're a consumer, if I connect my Amazon account to TikTok, I can check out on Amazon through TikTok right now. So they're creating and forging these partnerships already. There's going to be more to come that cross the barriers between advertising and marketplaces in the future for sure.
Yeah, so if we're talking about what can happen and the effects of this, platforms not being able to see the conversions, how does that distort bidding, optimization, and eventually ROAS?
All of the platforms, we'll use Meta as an example, they thrive on conversion data. They need something to inform the algorithm that the campaigns are working. We all know that there's campaign objectives. Every time you create a Meta campaign, every time you create a Google Ads campaign, you're choosing a campaign objective. If you're in the e-commerce space, you're choosing conversions for the most part. You're running creative tests. You might run creative tests with other campaign objectives. But anything that's ROAS focused and growth focused is going to be conversion focused. So if I can't get the conversion data through the platform where I'm selling, meaning Amazon. And just to pause for a second and say, it should be obvious if people don't know. For anybody that doesn't know, Meta provides a pixel. If you run a Shopify store, WooCommerce store, some other direct-to-consumer website, you get that conversion data easily back from your shop. Amazon, there's no pixel. I can't put a pixel on the Amazon website. I don't own the Amazon website. And this is where all the friction starts. And so what'll happen is if you run a meta ads campaign to Amazon without any conversion data, it will just give you cheap clicks. It'll keep optimizing for the cheapest clicks it can give you. It will keep, and it'll be the lowest quality traffic. You won't see conversion data from it. It won't look good. You'll be disappointed. You'll not understand why. Was it my creative? Was it this? It'll have nothing to do with anything. The only thing it'll have to do with is that you didn't provide Meta any conversion data to optimize against. So it had no option but to continue to send you the cheapest traffic possible. That'll just kill your return on ad spend. There won't be a return on ad spend.
Right. And tools like PixelMe claim to close that loop. What does the redirect plus pixel magic actually do under the hood?
So PixelMe works with Amazon's Attribution API. PixelMe is a tool owned by a technology company called Carbon6. We work closely with Carbon6 on a number of different initiatives and a number of their different technologies. Having a tool like PixelMe allows me to get conversion data from Amazon back to Meta. Without a tool like PixelMe, you end up with the scenario we just talked about. Cheap clicks, no conversions, no information for the algorithm to optimize against. Having a tool like PixelMe is really critical if you want to run off Amazon traffic. You still need all the other components. You need good creative. You need the right campaign structure. You need to understand how to manage your budgets. You need to select the right campaign objectives. All the other things still apply. But now you can start to drive traffic from other channels like Meta and Google. Right now, the PixelMe product only works with two channels. That's Meta and Google search. I know they're making advancements. I think they're going to release something for TikTok in the near future as well. But the reality is PixelMe is a great solution unless you're going to go build your own tool, which is also a possibility.
You've hinted Amazing Ads might build its own pixel. Is that what you're saying?
We've hinted at a lot of things in Amazing Ads. The reality is, if something's off the shelf already, somebody's already created it, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. Pat and I have a vision to create tools of our own that become part of what makes Amazing Ads Amazing Ads. Tools are very important to us here. The Amazon team, for instance, Pat's got a number of tools for campaign building, keyword research, and other things for the Amazon side. Pat recently was building an Ngram tool to help people optimize their campaigns and keywords. We do have developers that we work with here at the agency that are part of our agency on a full-time basis. We have access to these things, and now with the promise of AI, building tools and coding things is a lot easier. PixelMe is a great tool, so I don't know that I'm inclined to go build a competitor to PixelMe. Carbon6 has got way bigger budgets and way bigger influence behind them than our little agency. And we love the folks at Carbon6, but other tools are always on the table. And we're always discussing it. So yes, we did tease and talk about it for a while, but that was before PixelMe was a reality for us and working with them on a regular basis.
For brands hemorrhaging budget on blind traffic today, what's one step they can take this week to regain visibility? And if they want to follow your PixelMe deep dive or talk shop, where should they go?
The first thing they should do is go run, not walk. Go run towards PixelMe and the folks at Carbon6 and go have a conversation with them, learn all about their tool. If you need somebody to help partner with and need somebody to run your ads, then you can obviously come have a conversation with us. And I'm happy to walk through an audit of your account and understand what your goals are. I'd also love to hear from other agencies and marketers. Are you using other tools outside of PixelMe to manage off Amazon traffic and being able to optimize towards conversions on Meta, Google, and any other channel? So those are the things I'd like to hear from people on, and just leave me a comment about that.